No, sir.
The screen is not visible to all of you.
It's visible.
No,
Who is not able to see the screen? रोहिना, आपको स्क्रीन नहीं दिखाई दे रही है? अर्थ मोमेंट्स, एंडोजेनेटिक, एक्सोजेनेटिक मोमेंट वाला एक ग्राफ है, वो दिखाई दे रहा है आपको?
एक मिनट सर,
हाँ,
यहाँ
शायद
पे ऑप्शन है. हाँ, अभी दिखा.
ठीक, चलो. Okay, so we have started. We have discussed in the last class about the continental drift theory and about the plate tectonics theory. In today's class, we will be discussing about the various types of earth movements, right? So as we have seen, there are two types of earth movement, like moment on the surface of the earth, and due to that moment of the surface of the earth, various types of landforms are formed on the surface of the earth, right? So these earth moments are categorized into or classified into two types. One is called as endogenetic moments and exogenetic moment. Like endogenetic moment means what? The moments which are what you can say due to the internal forces of the earth. So as we have seen that due to some internal forces in the interior of the earth, some landforms or you can say the earth surface is moving. So these are called as endogenetic forces, and there are some exogenetic forces also, or exogenetic moments. Exogenetic forces because of the external factors, like external factors are maybe due to the climate, so that we will be discussing in detail afterwards. Today we will be focusing more on the endogenetic moments of the earth moments. Endogenetic means due to the internal forces. So as we have seen that there are what you can say the internal forces which leads to what you can say which leads to some of the earth moment on the surface of the earth. So endogenetic moments are again divided into two categories. One is called as diastrophism. Diastrophism means slow movements. Like slow movements, as we have seen that the plate movements or the plate tectonics is a slow movement. Slow movement means what? That once like 1 inch a year. That the diastrophism means the slow movement happens like 1 inch 1 year. The what you can say the earth either moves away from each other, or the plates moves towards each other, or they pass on each other, right? So these are called as the diastrophism or slow movements, right? So these slow moments are again divided into two categories. One is called as epiorogenic moment. Epiorogenic means that against the what you can say the mountain building process. So orogenic moment and epiorogenic moment. Orogenic moment means what? Which leads to mountain building process. Orogenesis. So the meaning of orogenesis. So in Greek word, oros means mountain and genesis means formation. So orogenic moment means mountain building process, or mountain building means in orogenic moment, the moments are like this. Like this means along the parallel to the surface of the earth, these are called as the orogenic moment. While the epiorogenic moments are either upward moment or downward moment. Like whether it is the upward to the what you can say the radius of the earth, and that is why it is called as upward moment or downward moment. So diastrophism, that is the slow moments, are again divided into two types. That is orogenic moment and epiorogenic moment. Epiorogenic moments are called as they are again further divided into upward moment and downward moment, and the orogenic moments are again divided into two. That is tensional moment means if they are moving away from each other, they are called as tensional moment, and if they are coming towards each other, they are called as compressional moments. So if the plates are moving towards each other, they are called as compressional moments, and if the plates are moving away from each other, they are called as tensional moments, right? And if the plates are moving upwards, or then these are called as upward moment, or if the plates are moving downwards, they are called as downward moments, right? So these moments are what you can say divided into these categories. Then sudden moments like immediately, like these diastrophism or the slow moments happens like 1 inch or 2 inch per year. Here the sudden moments are like sudden, like with the sudden within a short period of time, these moments what you can say happen, that is earthquakes and volcanoes, right? So the different types of landforms are formed due to the upward moment and downward moment, due to tensional moment and compressional moment. That what we are going to discuss today. Which landforms are formed due to the upward moment and downward moment, which landforms are formed due to the tensional moments and compressional moments, and which landforms are formed due to the earthquakes, and which type of landforms are formed due to the volcanoes, that we are going to discuss in the today's class. So we are going to focus more on the endogenetic moment today. Fine? Okay. Yes. Yes, Ritika. Any doubts?
So aerogenetic forces are basically
Hello, Ritika. We couldn't hear you properly. Can you repeat it again? I guess she has left the. She has. Ritika, I'm audible to you now.
Yes, so actually the network issues are happening.
Yes, yes, yes. Even I'm also facing the bandwidth problem. Yes, you can repeat it again. We couldn't hear you properly.
One second. So aerogenetic movements are transverse movements?
Erosion. You are talking about erosion, or you are talking about endogenetic movement. See, endogenetic is different and erosion is different. Endogenetic means endogenetic movement due to the internal forces of the earth. Due to the internal forces, sometimes the earth moves in this direction or in this direction, or they may move upwards or downwards. So these are called as endogenetic movement, right? Erosion is different. Erosion is due to the external forces, maybe due to the what you can say the action of the weather or wind or rainfall or water. So that is called as erosion. Erosion I am going to discuss in detail in the tomorrow's session. Today we are going to focus only on the endogenetic forces due to the internal forces. Changes which take place on the surface of the earth due to the internal forces, and the landforms which are formed on the surface of the earth due to the endogenetic forces, that is internal forces, due to the internal forces in the surface of the earth. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine, check it. So endogenetic forces coming from within the earth, that is why they are called as endogenetic forces, which cause two types of what you can say the moment, that is horizontal moment. Horizontal moment means on the surface of the earth, if the moment are like this, they are called as horizontal moment, right? And the vertical moment. Vertical moment means upward moment and downward moment, right? So horizontal moment, that is side to side moment of the earth crust, that is horizontal or tangential, causes lot of disruption in the horizon layer straight as they involve compression and tension. So if the plates are moving towards each other, they are called as the compressional, and if the plates are moving away from each other, they are called as tensional, right? So how it happens, like how the compression happens and how the what you can say tension happens. Suppose if the plates are located like this. Okay, I have to enlarge myself. Now you can see. Okay, can you see me? Suppose if the plates are located like this, so at the bottom, if the moment is like this, if the magma is moving in this direction, then obviously this plate move in this direction and this plate moving in this direction. So this is called as tensional forces. And while if the moment is if the moment of the magma below the earth, it is like this, and if it is like this, then it leads to what you can say compressional forces. So the landforms which are created due to the compressional forces are different, and the landforms which are created due to the what you can say due to the tensional forces are different. Got it? So endogenetic forces are both horizontal as well as vertical, right? So horizontal moments are compressional forces and the tensional forces, while vertical moments are upward moments or downward movement. Got it? So that is what is explained here. So the vertical moment, that is slow and widespread, bringing changes in the horizontal rock strata, originate from the center of the earth, causing large scale of upliftment or subsidence of the part of the earth. So there might be an upliftment of the earth or there may be subsidence of the earth, right? कुछ जो हिस्सा है वो या तो नीचे चला जाता है, सबसाइड हो जाता है, या तो कुछ ऊपर चला जाता है. So upliftment or subsidence leads to what you can say the vertical moments. So these moments motored by the endogenetic forces introduced various types of vertical irregularities, which give to birth of numerous types of relief features on the surface of the earth, that is called as mountains, that is plateaus or plains or lakes or faults or folds, etc. So various types of landforms can be formed due to the vertical moment as well as the horizontal moment. Got it? So the energies in the endogenetic forces are mostly generated by radioactivity, rotational and tidal friction, and what you can say primordial heat from the origin of the earth. This energy is due to geothermal gradients, and the heat flow from within the induces diastropism and volcanism in the lithosphere. Now we'll try to understand how these forces are created. I will show you one video which will help in understanding how the endogenetic moments, what we can say, that takes place. Right? So just give me a minute. I will find out the video which will help in understanding how the convection currents are, what you can say, created in the interior of the surface of the earth, and how this convective current leads to the horizontal moment as well as the upward moment and downward moment. Fine. So just give me a moment. Yes, Kunal. Meanwhile, I search for the video. You can ask me questions if you have anything.
Yes, sir. I have one question, sir. Sir, are Western Ghats example of vertical movement, sir?
Western Ghat, yes. Western Ghat is created due to what you can say the upliftment of the one particular part of the what you can say part of the earth. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Western Ghats are the
Submergence of
Western Ghats are the result of the upward movement and the downward movement, while the Himalayas are the examples of the compressional forces. Got it? Himalayas have been created due to the folding.
yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
while the Western Ghats, which are also what you can say a type of mountain, but they have they are formed due to the uplift movement and downward movement, right? So the Western Ghat is uplift, what you can say uplifted. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This video is intended to help you understand how the convection currents inside Earth's mantle.
Can you all see the video? Is it visible to all of you?
No, sir. It is not.
No, sir.
I have to share it again. One second. So this video will help you in understanding how the plate tectonics and convective current, what you can say, the works, right? So can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I will expand the video so that you can watch it clearly. Yes.
This video is intended to help you understand how the convection currents inside Earth's mantle work together to move plates. This is the second part
Okay.
of
So see this lines shows us the plates. Like this is an African plate, this is an Eurasian plate, and this is an Australian plate, right? Indo-Australian plate. So how these plates are moving, that where these modes are moving away each other, or they're moving away from each other or towards each other. What is the cause for the moving moment of this plate? That is explained in this video.
the first essay quiz question for chapter 5. The map that you're looking at will help you understand because it is exactly the same area as your model. We were focusing on this area in your model right here. This circle would represent the circle on top of the model that we made in class. Let's focus on that as we look at how the plates are moving. The African plate is moving in this direction. The Arabian plate is moving in.
So here we can see that here the African plate and Arabian plate, they are moving away from each other, right? Can you see this? So since they are moving away from each other, a fault is created here. Got it?
This direction here. So the Red Sea, which is here in the middle, is literally parting. And all of that is due to the convection currents that are in the mantle underneath that area. So under the crust in that spot, you have a convection current going this direction and a convection current next to it going the other direction, which literally drives these two plates apart. They're resting on the soft asthenosphere, and
Okay.
they are.
So why this convective currents? Can you all see the cursor of my my PC? Can you see this arrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here
Yes,
it is. Here the mantle, in the mantle, this is in the molten format. The upper crust, this is the hard crust on which the ocean and the continents are located. So inside the below this crust, this what you can say that this material is moving in this direction. That is from what you can say in this direction. That is it's anti-clockwise, and here you can see it is moving in a clockwise direction. So why they are moving? Because we know that as we go inside the interior of the earth, the temperature increases tremendously. So there is a temperature difference that is called as thermal gradient or thermal difference. So here the temperature is very what you can see the low, and here the temperature is very high. So what will happen when the temperature is low here and temperature is very high here? What happens? The material which having high temperature it moves upwards, and the low temperature it will move downwards. So this is what is called as the convective current, which is created due to the thermal gradient or thermal difference. What is due to the temperature difference in the what you can say in the temperature. Got it? So these are called as convective current. Here the current is in in the anti-clockwise direction, and here the current is what you can say the clockwise direction. So the here the plate which is located here, it will move in this direction, while the plate which is located above this, it will move in this direction. So it is a convergent boundary, or it is a divergent boundary here. This one is a convergent.
Divergent.
It is a divergent boundary, right?
Divergent.
When they are moving away from each other, here a new earth surface is created, and that is what is called the divergent boundary, is called as the constructive boundary, or the divergent plate creates a new earth surface, right? But when it moves here, it subsides. यहाँ पर क्या होगा, ये यहाँ पर subside होगा, ये यहाँ नीचे चला जाएगा, because ये दोनों both are in what you can say the clockwise direction. This is in anti-clockwise direction and this is in clockwise direction. So here it will subside, and this is a convergent boundary, right? This one is convergent boundary, and in that convergent boundary there is destruction of the landform. So यहाँ जितना destroy होगा, वहाँ यहाँ नया उतना surface बनेगा. A new surface will be created here, and it will be destruction here. So although the earth surface is continuously changing, but the radius of the earth remains same, and that is why it is called as dynamic equilibrium. The earth surface has a dynamic equilibrium. Got it? Check it.
Yes, sir.
Pieces of the lithosphere, and they are being pulled apart because of the convection currents that are running in this direction. And of course, those are going in a complete circle. Now, the same thing can happen in a different direction, because it is the direction that the plates move, or excuse me, the direction that the convection currents move that determines the direction that the plates move. Back on this map, the Eurasian plate is moving this direction, and again, this plate is still moving in that direction, and so we end up being able to see mountains here being created because the convection currents are forcing these two plates to come together. We can see that happening on the left side of this map here. Here's a convection current going in this direction. The one next to it is going in that direction. So here, this piece of crust and this piece of crust are coming together. And when that happens, it pushes up mountains. And that again is happening because the convection current is moving in this direction. I encourage you to watch this video again and again until you understand how the direction of the convection currents determines the direction that the plates move. And remember, those plates are sitting on that soft asthenosphere. The plates are sitting on this asthenosphere, and that is what makes them able to move. They're kind of sitting on a river of silly putty that's moving around very slowly, and it does affect their movement. Again, please watch this video a few more times, and it will help you with your essay quiz question. Good luck.
Okay, fine. So got it, how the plates are moving, how the what you can say the convective currents are created, and due to this convective currents there are endogenetic moment. That is, endogenetic moment means the moment the plates are moving. Got it? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
आपके पेपर चेक करने पड़ेंगे बाबा हम
Okay. Sorry. So there are various types of moments on the surface of the earth, that is horizontal moment and vertical moment, due to this convective current which is there inside the center of the earth, right? So the plate tectonic theory has given the cause, or it has given the reason why these plates are moving, right? So the endogenetic forces and moments are divided into on the basis of their intensity to two major categories, that is diastrophism, which is slow bending, slow folding, slow warping and slow fracturing of the earth. So slow moments are called as diastrophism, right? So and epiorogenic moments means what? Slow moments are, again there are two types of moments. One is called as the upward moment and downward moments, which are called as epi-orogenic moments. A slow process causing movements of earth crust resulting into the displacement of the continents and the oceans. It acts along the radius of the earth and hence known as radial movement, right? So the direction may towards subsidence or may uplift. So it may go downwards or it may go upwards. So the formation of the mid-oceanic ridges or the ocean trenches or Great Rift Valley of the Africa can be attributed to these movements, right? And some of the beaches, the examples have been given, you can read it out. Second is orogenic moments that I have discussed. Then orogenic moment, which is called as mountain building moments. It involves mountain building through severe folding and affecting long and narrow belts of Earth's crust, acting tangentially to the Earth's surface, as in plate tectonics. So it can further be divided into compressional and tensional that we have discussed. So compressional forces, where because of the when the plates are coming towards each other, and tensional forces when they are moving away from each other. So sudden moments, again, sudden means the earthquakes, right? So these are the results of the long period preparation deep within the earth. Only their cumulative effects on the surface of the earth are quick and sudden. Geologically, these sudden forces are termed as constructive forces because these create certain relief features on the surface of the earth, right? Now, which are the structures created by what you can say the endogenetic moment that we will see here, right? So endogenetic forces create deformation in the earth's crust. Deformation means changes in the earth crust. This distortion takes place more in sedimentary and metamorphic rocks than in igneous rocks. So we are going to discuss about the types of rock again. So sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rock and igneous rocks. But these types of what you can say the changes in the surface of the earth takes place more in the sedimentary rocks. As the former rocks are horizontal and little deformation becomes easily discernible. So fold mountains are formed. You can see the folding is bending of the earth crust owing to the compressional forces. So when the two plates are coming towards each other, the softer material in between two plates, it leads to what you can say the folding, and that leads to the formation of what you can say the fold mountains, right? So according to the shape, the folds are again many types. That is symmetrical folds. Symmetrical folds means what? Where the sides or what you can say the wings of the folds are in a same way, symmetrical folds. And what you can say the asymmetrical fold, monoconical fold. There are various types of what you can say the folds which are given here. You can what you can say see here. Okay, 1 second. So here you can see the types of folds. This is actually required for the optional geography, not for the what you can say for the GS geography. But if you still want, you can read it out. Asymmetrical, then recumbent, and overturned types of what you can say the folds have been given. So this leads to formation of the fold mountains, right? So the compressional, what you can say the compressional forces, that is the when the plates are coming towards each other, it leads to what you can say the formation of the fold mountains or folded what you can say the earth surfaces. Fine. Then faults happens when a plate is what you can say the moving upwards or downwards, or if the moving if the plates are moving away from each other. Like so when the plates are moving away from each other, the faults are created. So fault is a rupture or fracture of the rock strata due to strain. Faults have been defined as a surface along with the rocky body which has been broken and has been displaced, right? So some of the important faults are as under normal fault, that is created due to the tension, and here you can see when the plates are moving away from each other, here the faults are created. Like so here you can see the Windham Scar Plant. Do you know Windham Scar Plant? In Windham Scar Plant, like when you see that in India, the what you can say when you move from Madhya Pradesh towards what you can say the UP, you can see a scar plant. So that scar plant is created due to what we can say due to this fault scrap which has happened there, right? So there are again two types of reverse, like reverse scrap or what you can say the reverse scraps or upwards and downward. That is explained here. We can see. So the result of the what you can say the tensional forces of the what you can say the earth leads to formation of rift valley, right? So if the two plates, that is two continental plates are moving away from each other, then in the place where they are moving, it leads to formation of the rift valleys. Got it? See here, can you see here? The rift valleys are created. Like here, what is happening? This plate, this what you can say, this particular part is what you can say moving downwards. So when they are moving downwards, there is a creation of what you can say the rift valleys. Got it? Here, what is happening? Here two places. Like here, there is one block. Here there is one block, and here there is one block. So in this block, the middle block is going downwards. So when the middle block is going downwards, there is creation of the rift valley here. Here also you can see the rift valley is created, but it is not called as rift valley, it is called as ramp valley. Why the ramp valley is created? Here the lateral blocks are moving upwards, right? Here the lateral blocks are moving upwards, the middle block is static. So here a valley is created, these are called as ramp valleys. While here you can see the middle part is going downward, that is why it is a formation of the rift valleys. Got it? So valleys are created due to the upward movement and downward movements of the earth surface. Got it? So there are two types of valleys. One is called as rift valley and another is called as ramp valley. Clear? Now here you can see that in the third places where the side parts are moving downwards and the middle parts is static. So which leads to formation of the block mountain. Got it? Here what is happening? The side blocks are moving downwards here and the middle portion is static. So that leads to the formation of block mountain. Now here the mountain is created, but that is not because of the compressional force, but this has created because of what you can say upward moment and downward moments of two what you can say the places. So these are called as block mountain. The fine example of the block mountain is Western Ghats. Got it, Kunal? The Western Ghats are the example of the block mountain, where the what you can say the here you can see this is the Deccan Peninsula. Here the western part of the Western Ghat, it is moved downwards, and the eastern part has also been moved downwards, and that is why here what you can say a block mountain is created. Got it? How the block mountains are created and how the valleys are created because of the upward moment and downward moment. In the compressional forces, the fold mountains are created like this. See here you can see due to the compressional forces, the folds are created and that leads to formation of the fold mountains, while due to the upward moment and downward moment, there is formation of what you can say the block mountains or valleys, that is rift valley or the ramp valley. Any doubts about it? Am I audible to all of you? Any doubts?
Yes. No, sir.
No. So the next topic is mountains, the types of mountains. So depending upon whether the mountain is created due to the compressional force or due to the upward moment or downward moment, or if the mountain is created due to the volcanic eruption, because sometimes what happens due to the volcanic eruption, the magma which is erupted outside from the interior of the earth, it gets what you can say, it gets deposited and it creates a structure called structure like a cone. So those mountains are called as conical mountains or volcanic cones. Got it? So these are the examples of the what you can say, these are the examples of the mountains. So mountains can be formed due to the compressional forces. Mountains can be formed due to the what you can say the due to the tensional forces, or mountain can be formed due to what you can say the upward moments or downward moments, or mountains can be formed due to the volcanic eruption. So depending upon that how that mountain is formed, the mountains are divided into various what you can say the various types. So mountain means what? All of you know the size of the mountain, right? The shape of the mountains. So where like a middle part is what you can say uplifted, and there are what you can say the there are what you can say the what you can say there is edge to the mountain, right? So geomorphic process, be it endogenetic or exogenetic, creates what you can say the variety of landforms on the solid surface of the earth, which includes mountains, plateaus and plains. So there are 6 major plates, the 9 minor plates that we have already seen. So they are on constant movement causing 3 types of formation, that is the separation or the divergent, or closing together, that is convergent, or frictional, that is moving away from each other. So now next important concept is called as geosyncline. So what is the geosyncline? Do you remember I have told you about the Tethys, right? So when the Pangaea was divided into 2 large land masses, that is the Panthalassa and the Gondwana and the Eurasian what you can say the Laurentia, right? So the narrow range between both the land masses is called as geosyncline. So geosyncline means what? A mobile zone varied in a space and time, usually elongated, basin-like depression along with the edge of the continent, in which the thick sequence of the sediments and volcanic deposits have accumulated. The various rocks which got deposited in the sinking seas forming elongated mountain-like structures, all the mountains have become out of the geosyncline. So all the mountains like Himalayas or the Rockies or the Andes, which are located in the North America or South America or in Asia, they are created in the geosyncline. So what happens? Suppose now this is the 2 plates. in between यहाँ का ये जो place होता है यहाँ पर geosyncline होता है, it is a depression, and in this depression what happens, the material from the continent is deposited here. So when it is deposited here and when there is a compressional force, that sedimentary material, that soft material gets what you can say the folded, which leads to formation of the fold mountain. So there are 4 types of geosynclines in the past, that is rocky geosynclines where the rocky mountains are formed, the Ural geosynclines which leads to formation of the Ural mountains in the between the Asia and Europe, and Tethys geosynclines where the Himalayan mountain ranges have been created, and Circum-Pacific geosynclines which leads to formation of various what you can say the islands. So geosyncline theory of the mountain formation states that the sediments were squeezed and folded into mountain ranges due to compression forces or from the ridge what we can see the rigid masses, right? So if you want to understand what is the geosyncline, we will again see a small video. Fine. So 7 minutes are left. Within 7 minutes, we will try to watch a small video to understand what these geosynclines are called and how this geosyncline leads to what you can say how this geosyncline leads to formation of fold mountains. So majority of the fold mountains in the world, they have been created by the folding in the geosynclines. Okay, can you all see the screen? Is it visible to all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes.
Okay, we will see a very small video. This is 14 minutes. Okay, we will see this moment. Display this video. 7 minutes are left.
This video I'm going to discuss about geosynclines. Geosynclines are long, narrow, and shallow water bodies characterized by sedimentation. So they are long as they are narrow water bodies. These water bodies deep and narrow because they bring water. They bring water.
So the sound is not very audible.
Yeah, the sound is low, but you have to
Water bodies characterized by sedimentation.
just
Better
listen it carefully.
Water load is increasing as sedimentary down. Geologically, there are 2 kinds of rigid mass and geosyncline. And these rigid masses are ancient nuclei present for remain stable for longer time. This is surrounded by mobile zones of quantum. So like what we studied, like Pangea is there, Pangea is surrounded as our body. So this Pangea is the rigid mass, Panthala is the water body. These geosynclines were converted folded mountains due to precipitation. So these sedimentations, sediment rises about the compressing force, about the plastic and these sedimentation then forms folded mountains like this. These geosynclines were converted mountains due to compressing.
Okay, I guess you are not able to listen the video. I will find one more video. Just like give it some time. A small video which will help you in understanding the geosyncline.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, you said that the mountains, the fold mountains are of many types, like symmetrical and asymmetrical.
Yeah.
Sir, my
Depending
question is,
upon
the Himalayas are
Himalayas are symmetrical.
symmetrical, no, sir? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, but some of the ranges of Himalaya are symmetrical also. Some of the I guess the middle Himalayas are asymmetrical. Upper Himalayas are symmetrical. Middle Himalayas are asymmetrical. What you can say asymmetrical.
And the Shivaliks, sir?
Shivaliks are also, I guess, Shivaliks are overriding over the Middle Himalayas. They are called as incumbent.
Income.
Okay, I'll do one thing.
Basically, okay, sir.
We will end the class here because I guess we have left with only like 2-3 minutes. I will end this session, and in the next session you will watch the geosyncline, what you can say, the theory. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I'm ending the session this now because we are left with only 3 minutes because all the videos are of what you can say more than 10 minutes. So we will not be able to finish that video within these 3 minutes. I'm ending the session. You can join again to see the video in the next session. So all of you, please join it again by using the same link.
Yes.